Welcome back, special friends. Happy Friday! It's an exciting day because it's the first story that we've created together, and we get to read it and look at an illustration from our story. Are you ready to see our illustration? I am too. But before we see our illustration, let's remember what our story was about. Our story is about a special friend named Brandon, and Brandon is usually happy, but sometimes he can get nervous or worried, which are other words for anxious or overwhelmed. So let's see Brandon's illustration. I'm going to count down from 5. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like this illustration, special friends. How about you? Does Brandon look like you imagined in your mind? I think our illustrator friend did a really good job too. This is a cool illustration. So now let's hear Brandon's story. Are you ready? Brandon's big breath. Brandon was a boy who loved to do a lot of things. He loved to dance and loved to sing. He loved to learn and explore. He loved time with his family and friends. Brandon had lots of things that he was thankful for, but sometimes it seemed to be too much. He would feel nervous or scared. Sometimes he would feel like things were really bad and he'd feel out of control. Brandon would feel himself breathing fast when things were hard and he could not figure them out. Sometimes it made him feel all alone, which made him feel lonely. One day, Brandon felt himself feeling overwhelmed. He got hot and sweat started to form on his forehead. Brandon's dad saw him having a hard time. He kneeled down in front of Brandon and put his hand firmly on his chest. He looked Brandon squarely in the eyes. "Take a big breath with me," Dad said. "Now breathe out." They took 3 big breaths in and blew 3 breaths out. They continued until Brandon felt himself calming down. "I feel better, Dad," Brandon announced excitedly. Dad gave Brandon a big hug and told him that he was proud of him. "It's okay to get overwhelmed. I do sometimes too," he confessed. "Really?" Brandon asked. "Yes, I get scared and nervous too. It's totally normal. Whenever I feel those feelings, I use big breaths to calm myself down," Dad continued. "Just like the ones we took together," Brandon responded. "I'm gonna try too." A few days later, Brandon found himself worried and started breathing quickly. This time, he took 3 big breaths and let them out slowly, just like his dad had taught him. To his surprise, he began to feel better and could think clearly. From that moment on, Brandon knew he could handle anything that came his way, as long as he took his big breaths just like his dad. The end. Did you like that story, special friends? I do too. Right now, we're all at home and out of school. Things are very different than they usually are. If you find yourself feeling nervous or anxious or overwhelmed, even scared, just like Brandon, we can do what he did in the story. Let's practice now. We're going to take some big breaths. We're going to take them in and let them out slowly. Let's do it one more time. That feels pretty good, right? So now that I have my big breaths, whenever I feel myself getting overwhelmed, I'm going to use them. How about you? If Brandon's big breaths helped you, let me know in the comments below. Special friends, I'm sending you so much joy and happiness and reminding you to use those big breaths. Meet me next week when we'll create another story together. I had so much fun with you today, and I cannot wait to have more. See you later, special friends.